is my channel on YouTube, and I'm so happy to see you. Coming to you today from a different situation, but I hope you guys can see me, can hear me, and are going to enjoy this video. And if you hear anything in the background, my younger brother is playing video games. But I wanted to do this video and get it out. We're here to talk about Ready to Love. This is season 4, episode 10. So this episode picks up from where the other one left off, which is we are in the Truth or Dare playtime, whatever. And Alexis is still mad at Amber. And Amber says that she was dropping her friend at the airport, and Ron decided to tag along, and they went out, and he kissed her, and she kissed him back. This don't make no sense, right? Because she was saying it's nothing, but also I think she said on last episode that her and Chris have a great connection because they're honest with one another. And then we find out she didn't even tell this to Chris. She didn't tell Chris. So I was correct. And I did see it right that when Chris had said this is something we have to talk about. You know, like basically saying, oh, we have to talk about this. So you didn't tell Chris that you kissed Ron, and you didn't tell Alexis that you kissed Ron. Her telling Alexis that you already made up your mind, so I felt like, no, because that would be more so of a reason for Alexis to have done what she did and not feel guilty about it. If you, who is the supposed friend of Alexis, and you knew how Alexis felt about Ron, and you saw that Ron did that, you guys didn't go on an official date. It was a group thing. So that is even more so like that should have been off guard. So Amber doesn't make any sense to me. I don't believe her. I feel like she's full of crap because you act or walk around like you and Chris are like so in sync, and you guys are, because you kissed someone else and you didn't tell Chris. If it was like a date, but you said it wasn't a date, it was like a group thing, and then she gonna tell Chris, I don't remember when this happened, but she told Chris that, oh, she did it to make him not feel bad. But if everyone who is his supposed friend knew that this was a part, like you were part of the show that he's also about, or the same competition, or whatever you guys want to call this, I just feel like it's shady. I feel like Amber was just wrong. She's full of BS, and she's not trustworthy. And the fact that, I don't know, like the way Chris just accepted the apology, and then Chris was like, oh, since Ron get a kiss on Friday, do I get one on Monday? That was just disgusting to me. That was a very lame and corny way to put it, because oh, that's all I get. Ron got a kiss Friday. Can I get a kiss on Monday? Even think about it now, it's making me want to throw up my food that's in it's like coming right back up here. I can feel it. Let's leave it alone. I remember everyone was in the kitchen. Not everyone. Alexis and Liz slept in the same room, which I don't know why. Bernasia and Joelle slept in the same bed, but nothing happened according to the both of them, or according to Joelle. Joelle and Bernasia are still in their room. They're drinking coffee mixed with tea. Liz and Alexis are talking, and Amber and Kyra, because there's 4 ladies, right? Amber and Kyra are in the kitchen, and Kyra, like, I don't know, Kyra, but when you're cooking, you either wear like a long shirt or just a simple shirt and pants, or if you're island, you wear a muumuu. Okay, you wear a muumuu. You wearing this little crop top and the pants, it would have been okay, but then you had the little jacket to go along with it, and it's like, that's not cooking attire. Meaning, I know, be cute, but you're doing too much to yourself. You need to be free when you're cooking and relax, and not wearing so much that you have to keep pulling it up. No, she was talking to AJ, but the conversation with AJ was kind of weird. Jason wasn't really paying her no mind. What was Chris doing? I don't remember. Also, This is already past. I already talked about it. I wanted to point out that Amber said that her and Ron barely talked, but they ended up kissing. I don't know how that works. Someone tell me how that works. Because if I haven't talked to you all night, you can't just come up and kiss me. But hey, it's Amber. In my opinion, I feel like AJ is making Alexis second fiddle. I feel like AJ, I don't know if he really likes Kyra, because let's be honest, right? AJ and Kyra have history. They went on a date. They went on a second date. There was some miscommunication, so that didn't work out, and then they met here, and that was our second chance. But something about it, it doesn't feel like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think the attraction between AJ and Kyra is there, but I don't feel like AJ and Kyra are going to be like a substantial, like concrete real couple. And I also feel like AJ and Alexis, they wouldn't be a good couple, because I feel like Alexis's the word is on the tip of my tongue. I feel like the evaluation that Alexis came up with regarding AJ and how she feels like he'll break her heart and that he's a player is very correct. This goes to show us women that half of the time our conscience is telling us the truth, but we choose to ignore it. Because if you already felt like that, and now here you go, already you said that you tried to get in contact with him after that thing happened with Ron and he wasn't there, and now here we are and he's not really giving you that much attention. I would feel to say that everything is showing that what you felt is real. It's red flags. And I feel like, I don't know what Alexis is doing, but I hope like she get it together, because this isn't the show for you, baby. This isn't for you. I feel like this show is for fun. I don't feel like this show is for serious couples. It's a fun experiment. You gotta go out on dates with other people. It's the chase, and it's the adrenaline rush of, am I gonna be here still? How people are gonna like me and all of that other stuff. But I don't feel like it's a place for people who really want serious relationships, because these matches could get really weird. I feel like Kyra always wants to compete. Tell the man you want him, the confused ass. I don't remember what scene that was that made me that upset to write that, but I just feel like Kyra is just playing games. I also feel that Amber knows how to use her words. She is an attorney, correct? So that's how she was able to get that whole put Joelle on blast situation, which wasn't 100% wrong. But that's how she was able to do that. And that's how she was able to get Alexis to accept her apology and said a whole bunch of crap that made no sense, but okay. And then she was able to talk Chris out of it also. She has a way with her words. She knows how to talk to people and to convince people, and even, and at the same time, make herself look innocent, like harmless, and that it was a mistake. And I just feel like, no, it's not. It's not a mistake. You thought Ron was a better person now. You thought Ron was going to tell the business, huh? You thought he was going to keep the secret, but he didn't. He kissed you just so he can go tell on you. Ain't that a shame? Damn, Alexis, stop hating on other people. It's probably talking about Kyra and AJ. And I feel like Alexis has this competitive spirit that's not a good competitive spirit. It's like a competing with women spirit. Because instead of just seeing that, you know, the real that's in front of you, you rather just blame the woman. And she's blaming Kyra, but she should be blaming AJ. So that part doesn't make any sense to me, because you should have a problem with AJ and how he's probably not paying you much attention and all of that, rather than hating on Kyra, which Kyra is annoying, and I feel like Kyra is playing people. And throughout this episode, she kept pissing me off. But she's not your problem, Alexis. She's not. I don't know if y'all saw that baby magic lotion that was next to the bed, but do y'all use baby magic lotion? Throughout the episode, Alexis is complaining a lot, y'all. Alexis won't stop complaining. Let's talk about the scene at the jacuzzi. I can't remember if this is the beginning of the episode or the middle, so bear with me. Kyra was wearing this, you know, swimsuit. It wasn't that much revealing. It was okay. I did notice that Kyra sat up the whole time and didn't sit in the jacuzzi. She was talking to Jason, asking Jason some questions, and AJ said that he was listening to the responses of what she was telling Jason. AJ wasn't really talking. And I think this was this probably was in the beginning. Because Alexis was like, oh, they always argue. I don't know. Don't do that to yourself. You're making yourself look like a sucker, Alexis. You really are. And it's sad. And I wish you would do better. Then we see Jason and Kyra go play tennis. Now, they're at the tennis court. She says she's really competitive. She's good in everything except for tennis. Okay. Then she just walks up to Jason. Just walks up to Jason, but they meet at the net. And she's like, Jason, you're the sexiest man alive. And then he proceeds to give her a kiss on the forehead, which nothing's wrong with that. But we know that Jason kind of creeps us out. So even though it's nothing, but it's like, oh, Jason, stop it. It's like, oh my God, there you go again. They go and talk. Kyra is full of bullcrap and she's confused. And she's confusing because she's like telling him like, hey, you know, we're on a good term, and then we got here and I feel like you switched up, yada yada yada. And then Jason says to Kyra, you're giving me surface. She said, oh my God, I'm so hurt that he said I'm just surface. Oh my goodness. And then their conversation leads to nowhere because Kyra will not make a choice. I think Kyra is setting the two guys up and they're not gonna choose nobody. I really feel like Kyra is just trying to be like this mastermind and she's gonna drop both people. I can agree with Jason. At this point, you should know how you feel. You should know what choice you want to make. It shouldn't be that hard, but she's making it seem like it's that hard. No progression, no progress, nothing. It's just the same way we came in, it's the same way we're leaving because he don't know none and she don't know nothing. Pointless. Alexis and AJ go to the top of I want to say bell tower. It's probably not a bell tower, but I'm just gonna say the top of a bell tower. And they're having wine, and Alexis apologizes to AJ about how she's been acting and saying that, you know, came in with stuff that was on her heart, that was a little heavy, and now she's rid of it. She feels better. She feels happier. She said basically she just like the same time what she had brought up to Ron about chrysanthemum, here she goes again. She's with AJ and she's bringing up Kyra. I know we're on a show, but if the person's interested in you, they would have told you. It's not when you're about to get eliminated. Now you're just sitting me on your lap and you're being affectionate. It's not when you know that you need to make a move to stay in the game that you're gonna go out on a double date with somebody else with me. It's not that. These play moves are not making any sense and they're not adding up. And trying to say like, oh, well, y'all argue and me and you have peace. Don't do that. Why do I say don't do that? Because in the future, we are going to argue. Because you and I are not going to see eye to eye all the time. No two people are the same. So we're going to argue. I'm going to want to do this and you're going to want to do that. And it depends on how passionate we both feel about that situation. Whether we have an argument, a discussion, or we just let it go. Just because right now we're not taking something so serious and have an argument doesn't mean in the future we're not. Because we've only known each other for a few weeks. Later on down the line, when we've known each other for longer, and then it's going to be like, oh, I thought I knew you better than that. And now you're discovering who the person really is. Don't try to make yourself like seem like you're better than somebody. Because you never know, like in the future, you might be in a situation and then that person's going to be like, aha, I thought you don't argue. And here we are arguing. At this point, everyone on this show is torn, okay? I want to point out what the heck was Joel wearing, because that cowboy jacket, whatever the heck he was wearing, I didn't like it, and it was ugly. Cowboy Tommy pulls up on a horse, and he's here. I thought we were going to go the episode without anybody getting eliminated because we were at the ranch, but I was wrong. So he comes to talk to the guys because he needs to know who's going home. Jason had a hard time choosing someone. But when he thought about his heart and his gut, he went with Liz. Because Kyra is misleading him and Kyra's not making a concrete decision. So you choose a person who's been consistent and who's been there and you don't have to question. Okay, pick Liz. Chris picks Amber, and what Tommy asked Chris is the same thing I felt. You're just going to forgive her like that? Do you not feel some type of way that she didn't tell you about that? It's kind of like she was lying to you. And Chris said, I mean, it's early on. If it was like, you know, when it got a little more serious a few months down the line, that's a different thing. But it was very minuscule. And because you and her have been exclusively dating on the show, I would think that would be important. But Chris doesn't feel that way. So he picks Amber. Joel, of course, picks Vernasia. Tommy said the longer you wait, the more the monster builds. In the sense of how Joel and Vernasia are in their argument. So let's go to AJ. AJ didn't know who to pick. He was confused and felt like he couldn't make a decision. So Tommy gives him more time. Later on, we see AJ and Kyra meet up. AJ asks Kyra some questions, and her answers are not what he wants to hear. Because like we know, Kyra is here playing games and she's just full of SHIT. But the funniest part is AJ doesn't want to eliminate Kyra because he doesn't want to let her hand go. And then AJ gonna ask Kyra, do you want to stay here with me? You just told me my second choice picked the other chick. You were my other choice. So you think I'm not about to tell you that I want to stay here with you? You think I'm not about to just be like, yes, I will stay here with you? What was the point of you even saying that to Kyra, AJ? What was the point of you even asking the questions? Because she never gave you clarity before. Now, right before you're about to make a decision of who to choose, she still doesn't give you clarity. But knowing that she didn't give you clarity, now you're going to give her information that Jason didn't pick her. So she would be foolish to get eliminated and not choose to stay with you. It irritated me. I feel like AJ's stupid. Let me not say I feel like AJ's stupid. Everybody here is stupid. You know, very confusing. Don't know what they want. Could have the right person right in front of them, but they're going to pick somebody else. And here you are. In the preview for next week, we see Alexis saying, oh, he's here with me and blah, 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 blah. I promise y'all, AJ's gonna eliminate Alexis. And it looks like Kyra has a bone to pick with Jason. So if, in fact, you picked Kyra after eliminating her over Alexis, now Kyra's gonna take this opportunity of staying in the house or staying in the competition to go confront Jason, which means what? She probably wanted Jason more than she wanted you. So you just played yourself, you idiot. From the previews of next episode, we see more Kyra than we do Alexis. So Alexis about to go home and Kyra about to stay, and she got a bone to pick with Jason. It's not gonna be about you, AJ. So how you gonna feel? You gonna feel real dumb. And that's it. That's my review. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. Okay? Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and come back for more. Alright? Emerald Louu, and I'm out.